When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy, the play.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Hurricanes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield, it's back. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Got it in the middle, it's Marion. And they're able to get him down.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zone.
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So the Pitt Panthers offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I position. When you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Corrals it at the 45. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into this.
Breaks into the open. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Guys, let's talk for just a second about Pittsburgh. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Catch in the middle, it's Bauman. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Hurricanes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right down the middle. He's got it. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Give to the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Let's chat for just a moment about Pittsburgh. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Back to throw, it's Beck. Grabbed over the middle, it's Daniels. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Find space on the right. Touchdown, Hurricane! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Robinson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gives it on the option. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. And the Panthers want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it for a big play. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. Oh, what a move to get open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you saw him there, shot out of a cannon. He came off the edge using his speed, able to get that TFL.
And usually known for covering, but you got to understand circumstances, right? Like the red zone situations, I got to be able to come out of that defense.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Panthers. Big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To throw, it's Beck. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. Quickly complete. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Just keep slinging it. That's reeled in. It's Lyle. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
The Canes look to keep this drive humming. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Wants to go up top. Makes the catch. It's Daniels. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Can't get him to the ground.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll try to power their way ahead. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Dropping back, it's Holstein. Working that left side now. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They use those back-to-back explosives to set him up first and goal. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into a half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Bill.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute.
Turning on the Jets. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Canes will hustle with the line. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Marion. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And the Hurricanes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's back. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put him.
Touchdown, Canes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. From the gun, the running back has it. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You get a guy who can do that on the outside and is sort of in the DNA of Miami's program.
Yeah, just speed. Those are guys that put fear in you. Those are the track stars. The Sunshine State produces so many of them. Those guys can absolutely fly.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Miami!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
31, hit 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hicks. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Off the play fake on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Hit right back to the line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Shotgun snap on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The give on the option. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Hicks. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They're looking at a 21-point hold. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Panthers headed quickly to the line. To the air, it's Holstein. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. The Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this
There he goes! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Canes with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Now from inside the red zone. Stands in and takes the hit. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So 1st down will open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking deep down the right side. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Snagged out of the air.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll make the stop right there, but Pittsburgh moves the chains, and they have a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on.
That's a live ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. catch in the middle. It's Johnson. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Got his man on the right.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Pitt pushing the pace. Quarterback running on the draw. Got the first down and more.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. They'll run it from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Plows through the defense. That ought to be enough to give Pitt the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. For this quarterback,
Breaks into the open. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions, trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
It's caught, and he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Canes are on the move. Back to throw, it's Beck. Fires to the end zone. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed.
Well, there's no quitting this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way their coach can play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to clock.
Going the other way, and he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the foot.
Pulls it in on the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, Pitt. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. Got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Makes the catch. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the 4th quarter. Time to go win.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Reed. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to need a few plays now to get some of this momentum back. Remember, they had a massive lead earlier in the game, but that's dwindled now, and you wonder if they were just sleepwalking a little bit. They've got to step up now and play with some urgency.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Lee. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Right on target this time. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the change to measure this one. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Trying to make magic with his feet. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped.
He strikes the ball to stop the clock. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
So now it's second and long. To the air, it's Holstein. Nice catch along the sidelines, but they get nothing out of it.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
Man, this place is going nuts. Your offense comes through in the clutch when you need it. Great job. Now, baby, free football.
And down goes the quarterback. They tried to take the lead here in the fourth, but were denied. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Makes the grab. It's Lyle. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. The Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Beck. Looking down the middle. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. I'm sure they would have liked to have locked up a bowl trip much earlier in the season, but in this particular